I'm here with a little crock pot and I'm making some eggplant stew. Counter cooking. No kitchen, no problem. This is a Chefman crock pot. I believe it is 1.5 liters. Like, it's a small crock pot. I've been using it a lot this summer. Right now I have it heating up, and what I have here are some cut up white onions that I've had in my refrigerator. So I'm going to add some of these to the crock pot. I actually just added all of them to the crock pot. So maybe that would be the equivalent of like a medium onion. And now I have half of an eggplant and half of a yellow zucchini. So I made this yesterday and it was really good, and I am making it again today just to use up the rest of the ingredients. The reason why I'm making it again today is because the crock pot is small. If it was a larger crock pot, I would have just put all the ingredients in at once and made one big batch. But because this crock pot is smaller, I can only fit like half the ingredients in. So I was like, I'll just make the rest tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I've cut the eggplant into long slices, and then I'm taking the slices and I'm cutting them into like smaller pieces. And these smaller pieces I'm gonna put in the crock pot. Here's all the eggplant in the crock pot. I do have the crock pot on. I turn it on high as soon as I start putting ingredients together. So I'm just gonna put the cover on this. And now I'm gonna cut up the yellow zucchini. And here it is with the cut up zucchini. I cannot fit another thing in this crock pot right now. So the cover's on, and I'm gonna let this cook for a little while. And what'll happen is that the vegetables will cook down a little bit, and it'll make some more room in this crock pot. Then I'm gonna add a few additional ingredients. It's a few hours later. Let's check on this crock pot. So the vegetables have cooked down a little bit, but they've cooked down enough that I could actually add a few more ingredients to this. I have a jar of Goya salad olives. These are pitted manzanilla olives and pimentos. I'm gonna add some of these. Maybe that was like 1/4 cup or 1/3 of a cup. It'll just give it some flavor, a little bit of saltiness. I'm also gonna add some tomato paste. I have tomato paste in a tube. I might end up just using up whatever's left in here, which is probably, I don't know, maybe like 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I think that's good. And now you could add absolutely anything that you want to this, like any kind of seasoning. So I'm gonna add some garlic powder. It's actually some granulated garlic. And I'm going to add some paprika, which will give it a nice color. I'm also going to add just a little bit of water. Maybe like 1/4 cup or 1/3 cup of water. And let's stir this up. Yeah, it needs a lot more cooking. So the one thing that I don't like about this little crock pot is that it's really slow. I mean, it's much slower than like a larger slow cooker, if that makes any sense. I think I have like a 4-quart slow cooker. Like, it's much bigger than this one. It's like oval. It's like the standard oval size that they have nowadays. That one cooks a lot faster than this one. This one cooks pretty slow, especially when it's full. So that's what we have in here right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add. I could go for some of this Louisa Organic Sazon seasoning. I like this one because there's no MSG in it. And I have horrible reactions to foods that have MSG in it. If they have like over a certain amount of MSG, I have horrible reactions to it. I have headaches, mood swings, depression, joint aches. It's just really bad. The biggest symptoms that I get from it are insatiable thirst and insatiable hunger, meaning I feel like I can't drink enough, and I also feel like I can't stop eating, and that'll go on for 3 days. So I try to avoid anything with MSG in it. So this is what's going on now, and I'm just gonna put the cover on and I'm gonna let it cook the rest of the day. This is some of the eggplant stew that I made yesterday. I'm having it for lunch today. So I have a piece of toasted sourdough bread, and on top of that I have some melted Swiss cheese, and then I have this eggplant stew on top of that. And I'm just gonna add a few drops of hot sauce. And that's going to be part of my lunch today. It's now much later in the day, and I turned this off maybe like a half hour ago. It's still super hot. Let's give this a stir. This looks really good. This also makes a really nice side dish, and if you wanted to, you could always add some like grilled chicken to this, or even some shrimp. That would be nice too. But today I am going to eat it plain, just like this. And I've decided that I am just going to eat it with some crackers. This looks delicious. I'm going to finish this with just a little bit of olive oil on top. Let's see if I could grab a cracker and then just scoop some up. I have these rice crackers that are like super crunchy. That's really good. It just needs a little bit of salt. I didn't add any salt because of the olives that I added, but it still needs just a little tiny bit. Put a little bit more in a cracker. It's really, really hot. I still need to let this cool down a little bit, but this is something that I could easily eat with some rice. I could eat this with some noodles. I could eat it on toast like I did earlier today. I could eat this with crackers. I could eat this plain like this. I could eat this as a side dish. I mean, there's so many different ways to eat this, but that's how easy it is to make an eggplant stew in a small crock pot. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see what else we can make with this small appliance. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.